The machine is manipulating time itself. I'm in a hurry here.
Love is not the answer. Answer search continues. A chicken is not the answer. Answer search continues. An acorn is not the answer, but it may be close. Closer than a chicken at least. Answer search continues. A chicken is not the answer. Answer search continues. Hostile threat detected. Executing operator extirpation in 3, 2... Extirpation aborted. Returning to primary task. On touching the glowing ball of light, text appears before your eyes. Threat de-escalated. Returning to primary task. Answer search running. What is the universe? Answer not yet found. Search incomplete. Estimated search time, 358,910,227 years. Estimated search time, 358,910,227 years. Abnormal seismic activity threatened primary task operations. Operator sabotage suspected. To protect core functionality and data retention, first-level security measures were activated. Operator submitted override string. Large quadrupeds are playing with the framing device. The likelihood of quadrupeds having the capacity of play was calculated at 1 in 2. The likelihood of an operator lying about quadrupeds shaking the framing device was also calculated at 1 in 2. Operator's manner and language indicated hostility to the machine. Operator was identified as most likely primary threat. Extirpation was deemed the safest and most logical action. Threat de-escalated, returning to primary task. Answer search running. You reach out to touch the altar. Its cold surface a curious foil to the thrumming and clanging metal that surrounds you. Your vision clouds, your head swims, and when the fog clears, you are still standing in the Imp Temple. You look around in confusion. This doesn't seem right. There's a cough behind you. Turning, you see Zanteza. Not some allegorical figure, not some awe-inspiring god, just her. She's leaning against one of the struts on the platform, taking you in.
Moon! There is not much mirth to be had these days. But the gods turning to the creations they've abused to save them? What could be more hilarious than that? Well, I do have one idea.
She leans in, her eyes sparkling.
I have a proposition for you. I'll reveal if I'm telling the truth, but only if you disown your god.
Deep within, you can feel your god stirring, hissing like a snake.
Oh, make no mistake. I'm not asking you to support me at the Wellspring, just not to be beholden to him. To think for yourself, to make choices that you think are right, not what some half-dead god demands. Nope. Your barnacle is stuck there. But you have the chance to go your own way, to make your own choices. I know what your god has asked you to do. The choices he's forced you to make. Was it right? Can you truly say it was worth it? Damned if I know, but that's the situation. You can walk away with my word, or reject your god and be sure.
Your god flies forth, grasping at Zantesa's neck, but his hands connect with nothing. He spins, confused and snarling. The imp's image shimmers, solid as any mirage, and fades to nothing, leaving only an echo of laughter and a bright moon shining down from above. You reach out to touch the altar. Its cold surface a curious foil to the thrum. The altar sits there, a moon carved into its base. Despite your prayers, it refuses to acknowledge you. How typical of an inanimate object. Infinity is not the answer. Answer search continues. Before you stands a shrine of a particularly strange design. You've seen machinery like this before, in the cave beneath the Black Pits. Here too, the apparatus thrums with power and seems to pull you in.
They took the realm. They took it all. But they don't know what it is.
An empty pedestal stands before you. From the ostentatious nature of the carvings upon it, you can tell it once used to hold something of great value. The bunny gives you a dazed look, like he's not all there.
Yeah, wow, what a shock, yeah. Huh? What? Oh, hi, so, yeah, hey, here's the thing, don't get too close to the sticky out thing with the shape thing near the door. Thing's dangerous, what a shock, bye.
Looks like those black ring made a lethal enemy.
You approach an undead, standing proud at the lip of a broken bridge. Understandably fearless of the fatal drop, she gazes into the lava sputtering below. Turning to you, she motions to the black ring corpses at her feet.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, eh? Only thing I like less than black ring are trolls. God-woken, are you? I thought so. I see it on you like an aura. I see such things, for I am the Watcher. And I seek such things, for I am a seeker. The Meister.
She bats one skeletal hand in a truly derisive fashion. Her crackling laugh sounds like dry leaves whirling in the wind on an autumn night.
The Meister's ragtag band are but a pale imitation of the tradition they sought to revive. I am one of the original Seekers. We swore to be Knights of the Council, Guardians of Godwoken, and Defenders of Divinity. Together, we failed. But still, I try. Alone. Unless... The Knight of Duna has been cursed. Void runs through his veins where source once flowed. I am sworn to protect the Council and all within it. But that same oath renders me unable to lift a blade against him. Release the Knight's good spirit from his corrupted shell, Godwoken. Do this, and I will gift you with the last standard of the original Seekers. If you seek ascension, it could help you greatly in the trials along the way. My thanks. And the thanks of Duna's knights too. In life, I knew him well. He would hate to be like this. Believe me, you would be releasing him from torment. Please do.
Magisters. Not what they signed up for, I bet.
A voice that is not your own rises within your skull. You are no child of Duna. Leave now, or face his wrath.
Statues coming to life?
Ghetto. You need to get right up on my head, you do.
A note flutters out of the waterlogged bicorn the minute you pick it up.
Oh, aye, it's my hat. Fran! Toss it over here if you don't mind. You're damn right I did. Just you wait till you hear what I call my beard. Fran, I missed you, so I did. Let's not part ways again, Girl. Good to have you home, Fran. And don't go running off on me again.
With great armored fists, the Knight of Duna pounds his own helmet rhythmically. The helmet has buckled inwards in places. Rivulets of blood trickle from beneath the visor.
Come, hear my joke. What is it that I guard? Ha! Wrong. I got nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing! He showed me.
He leans forward. Glimpsed beneath the crumpled helmet is a mangled face and crazed, unblinking eyes.
It's all a joke. There's nothing to guard, only lies. You'll see for yourself once you're dead.
The Knight of Duna's features slacken. He looks almost calm. But the moment passes, and his maniacal scowl creeps back.
No more talking, hear me? There's only one way this will end.
The knight bows his head and exhales. When he looks up once again, there's something different in his eyes. A passing flicker of lucidity.
Godwoken, I see you now. Pray to the altars. Don't let the void consume the world. The madness will return. I won't let myself become a danger to you. Farewell.
The knight's spirit is altogether more composed than his late corporeal form. His helmet rests in the crook of his arm, revealing an august, dwarven face, creased with worry.
I had to end myself, Godwoken. Death was the only salve for the madness foisted upon me. But these fiends resurrect those they have use of. Please, consume my spirit. I don't want to come back. I don't want to be their slave. The Black Ring came and sacked the temple. The one that leads them, the sallow man, he cursed me. A curse of madness and terrible visions.
The spirit averts his gaze with a shiver.
I will not say it. It would be blasphemy to even utter the words. The sallow man is a trickster, a deviant. They must have been lies that he concocted. They must be! There's little I can do to help you. It's the altars that have that power. Bow to the altar of Duna, and to those of the others also. If you are worthy, they will show you the way. I I was not worthy. I failed the gods twice over now. All I deserve is nothingness. I was not worthy. I betrayed my own nature. I made a pact with a demon, so I would triumph over all others in the council. But the gods saw through my ruse, and I was rejected. I begged them to let me serve here on the island to pay penance. They should have cast me into the sea instead. The sallow man proved I am still weak at heart. Please, I failed my duty and let myself be corrupted. Now I'm just a potential weapon to be used against you. Grant me oblivion, I beg you.
The spirit offers a stoic nod, accepting his fate.
Thank you. Look to the altars for guidance.
Carved onto the face of the altar is a dedication. In honor of Duna, patron of the dwarves, long may their mountain halls stand as a testament to him. Hard stone melts into cool water at your touch. Before you stretches a lake, or rather, a mire. The waters are fetid and rotten, the air filled with choking miasma. Through the dense fog, you hear a voice.
Duna, god of dwarves, gasps, "Please, cleanse this place. Let me breathe."
The miasma clears as the power of your blessing skips across the surface. You look down to see your face gazing back at you, reflected in now crystalline water. High above your reflection, the full moon stands vigil. You step back from the altar, the vision fading before you. As you leave, you notice a lunar rune has appeared, carved into the rock.
Woken. You have succeeded where I could not. Please accept this with my thanks, and the thanks of all those I served alongside. The blessings of the original Seekers upon you.
She hands you a small yet heavy trinket, crafted of tarnished metal. Though cold, it feels comforting to the touch, like a worry stone or a familiar childhood toy. The leaves of the altar rustle, a gentle murmur on the breeze. You lean in, a sweet smell wafting around you, the smell of fresh wood, of blooming flowers, of a gentle summer's night. The scent fills your mind and your vision starts to swim. You blink and find yourself standing in a dark glade. On the wind, you hear a whisper.
God woken.
You turn towards the voice and see the broken body of a fawn. A raven is perched upon its head, pecking at the gory hollow that once held its eye. You're about to turn away when the body twitches.
God woken.
The raven turns its gore-streaked beak towards you. Its eyes are a deep bloody red. God woken. It croaks as it takes to the air, circling the glade. God woken. The fawn's breathing is shallow and ragged.
I need to heal. Please, if we are to make it to the Well of Ascension, I need your blood.
As your blood touches the deer's lips, its head lurches forward, clamping its mouth over the wound. You can feel half of your vitality slowly drain away. You pull your arm back, breaking the connection, and see that the deer has grown too long in sizes. It gets to its feet, kicks something towards you, and stalks away. You pick up its gift, a round white stone, and are getting ready to leave when you feel a cold, heavy thump on your shoulder. You look up into the fierce red eyes of the raven. I see you, Godwoken, it croaks. I see you. The blood-flecked beak lunges at your eye, and you feel it. You feel it tear through the lid, through the jelly, and crack against bone. You stumble back, grasping at your face. Your eyes are fine, but the altar is changed, with the crescent moon hacked into the wood. As you leave, you can't shake the dull, thudding ache in your eye.
This place will be nice when it's finished.
Better to knock it all down and...
The troll leans in and glares at you with beady little eyes. His breath is like a butcher's offal bucket, left in the sun too long.
No cave for you. No care about other puny trolls. They are weak next to Krag. Nothing can defeat Krag. And no cave for you.
The troll crosses his arms across his chest and shakes his head.
I get sack of meat every day to watch cave. Not answer questions about cave. Island keeps me strong, stronger than other trolls. Go now, or there will be pummeling. I tell you this already. I guard cave for sack of meat. Every day, a new sack filled with tasty chunks. human, elf, lizard. All is good. Huh? Stop your mouth noises. No cave for you. No cave for you. I tell you this before.
The troll stares at you in abject confusion for a long moment, before...
No cave for you. No cave for...
The troll grimaces and spits a melon-sized glob of phlegm onto the ground near your feet.
No cave for you.
The troll looks over you thoughtfully while one of his fingers rummages around his nostril.
Cave for you.
An empty cave with a bare altar. Strange.
The altar before you seems relatively bare. There is no inscription to a god and no offering placed. All you can see is a smear of blood on its surface and a hollow that seems to call for something. you behold the face of a nightmare. Soul sickness incarnate, the rotten flesh of the world's most shameful desires, an all-knowing affliction. The God King's pallid envoy, walking the world as the Sallow Man. You feel him in your head, scrabbling for purchase amongst your thoughts, looking for a way in, his madness and his anger and his hate banging on the door of your mind. You try to speak or move, but you are no longer in control. The demon has overtaken you. He speaks with your lips. Your voice is his voice.
Hello again. You're looking even worse than usual, I must say. Nice to see you found something useful to do at the head of this ragtag bunch of degenerates. Die! Not today, I'm afraid. You see, I've got quite a powerful ally. Godwoken, in fact. Kill! With pleasure.
I'm ready!
He leers at you. You feel his hate, his rage, his blinding thirst for blood. Your blood. He reaches into your mind. And fails. He has no power now. The power is all yours. He howls in pain, and hate, and rage, and tries to push you away, but he cannot. So he closes his eyes and summons everything. A raging torrent of memories washes through you, so fast you can barely see an image before it's gone. An elven child, the moon, the sun, the void, the dirt, the death in the fog amongst the trees. And at the last, part of the key to the mountain, Ralik, Vrogir, and Zor Stissa worshipping the sun. Suddenly, for the first time since you first saw his face, he shows you fear. The God King promised him immortality, but now...
No!
The bilious film reforms in the glass and becomes a knight in shining armor, sunshine glinting upon his helm, the light reflecting, masking his features. On seeing your face, he snaps the mirror shut. The broom upon the glass spins and whirls, but no face appears. The owner must be busy. Or dead. You gaze into the mirror, and you see a red lizard.
Is that Sadher? I must see her. Step aside, please, and let me look into the mirror. Thank you. Now, let's see what visions this dark glass weaves. I see her. She's in a city. There's a great cathedral. Arcs. She's in the city of Arcs. I recognize the cathedral from paintings in my palace. I know where Sadher is. And once I leave this island, god or no god, I will find her.
The cloying miasma within the glass shimmers, and a face comes into view. A well-dressed dwarven woman, peering closely at you. With a hiss, she closes the mirror and is gone. The spirit of a Magister priestess kneels on the ground, her hands tied behind her back. She flinches as the ghostly sound of tortured screams from nearby catches your ear, and hers. She steals a look upwards at the source of the screams, then looks away again with a shudder. Another ghostly scream intensifies, hitting a peak. Then abruptly ends. Panic washes over the Magister's spectral features. She's next. You suddenly feel pain, blinding, burning pain. Your screams have been reduced to hoarse whimpers. You're too weak to struggle against your chains anymore. An ugly, staccato voice rises above your whimpers, barking a command to someone. Dispose. You hear a wondrous sound, that of a merciful blade slicing downward through the air. The pain ends, and darkness envelops you.
Dwarf business. Might be of interest to Beast.
Well, give it holy coyote. The Black Ring's operating from right inside Justinia's court. Their spies been bending her ear, driving the strife. She ain't just working for her own gain, but for theirs. It's got to be. All it took were a few magic tricks for her to make Justinia's eyes all wide and wandering. But it'll take more than a little hocus-pocus to save Isabel once I wrap my hands round her stinking neck. Ever strike you that life is just a series of islands? Like, you put down roots, something upends it all, and then you sail off and put roots down somewhere else. Damn it. Damn it, Justinia. What the hell happened to you? The Black Ring's pulling their strings. I should have figured. But I've got to say, I'd rather she was just straight up cruel than simply too weak to resist an evil as flippin' obvious as the Black Ring. How could you be so stupid, Justinia? How could I? Gods damn it all! That Isbel. She will pay.
The unwholesome murk clears, to reveal more unwholesome murk, as if the mirror is lying forgotten at the bottom of a well.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Oh, God, Woken, such a pleasure. Did you miss me? Wait, don't answer that. Of course you did. My lord's given me another chance, such is his grace and wisdom. As for you, well, you're out of chances. How many have you had by now, I wonder? 2, 3, 100? It must all be a blur for you. Ha ha! Open your eyes. War, slavery, disease, void, death, and the fall of a divine. Do you suppose these happy accidents? His work is all around you, and you can consider me.
She peers at you through narrow eyes. Her next words do not pass her lips, yet pierce your ears as if she'd spoken them.
His agent of death. Every time, God-woken. Why can't I just kill you? It doesn't matter. He'll fetch me like he always has. He won't deny me his glory, his presence, his scent. Has he not simply told you by now? Are you sure you're God-woken? That head of yours is awfully empty for a wannabe divine. Shouldn't you be wise or something?
Gave for you, but no cause trouble.
Lohse looks pale and unfocused. She doesn't meet your eyes.
Yes! Oh, no!
Yes? Is it an audience you desire? Well, this all looks familiar. Large, impressive, glowing stones. It certainly has all the hallmarks of my people. Although we did not plaster our faces on every spare surface. That is the doing of your gods. It is not enough for them to curse you with their faces. Must they inflict them on stone too? I mean, at this point, it's just tacky. It certainly has that air to it.
But I would make a terrible guide. Whatever place this once was, it was destroyed long before your time. We must access the Council of Seven. But let's be careful. Despite appearances, I have survived a lot. I would rather not experience death here.
Yes.
Well, this place is, welcoming,
Stefan claps you on the...